everybody, this is Con on the road. Quick shout out to Saying82. Hi Abang Con, care to evaluate on car insurance claims, especially for self-accident scenario. Can we other party claim for damages, i.e. to hit someone's gate? Okay, Saying, in response to your feedback, this particular episode will cover on the topic of car insurance. So motor insurance in Malaysia is broadly classified according to your usage of the vehicle. You have insurance for motorcycle, you have insurance for commercial vehicles, and you have insurance for private vehicles, okay, which is the focus of our video today. Now, what constitutes a private vehicle? Private vehicles, by definition, okay, are vehicles that are being driven for your personal use, for your personal day-to-day use. You can use that vehicle for work, so you can use that vehicle to travel between your workplace or between your meetings. But what you cannot do is that you cannot use that vehicle to transport goods to be sold at another location, say from your factory to your shop. That requires a vehicle to be insured as a commercial vehicle. You are also not covered in the event that your vehicle is being used for hire. So if you are running a Kereta Sewa operation, or if you are or if you are driving a taxi, or if you are using your car for Uber or Grab, you need to move on to the hired vehicle insurance. Okay, now you are also not covered. Private vehicle insurance also does not cover you when you take your car to a racetrack or to go racing. And it also does not cover for vehicles that are being used as company test cars, like showroom test cars or media test cars. All these can be insured, but it requires you to top up additional premium over the standard policy. You can also top up additionally for coverage against natural disasters, something which I highly recommend if you're living in a flood-prone area. Okay, now, insurance in Malaysia is still very, very highly regulated. So I've included in the description section, right, the policy wording from 4 different insurance companies, and if you read through all 4 of them, if you have time, they all tell roughly the same thing. Okay, so what I'm sharing to you here is a summary of whatever in general of what the insurance companies offer in Malaysia, because from company to company, all of them basically offer the same coverage. Of course, if you are too lazy to read through all the policies in detail, I've also included another link to PIAM website, which includes a more summarized description of the motor vehicle coverage policy. Okay, so the scope of coverage, okay, for private vehicles starts with third-party liabilities. Third-party liability covers you against injury, death of other persons involved in an accident with your car. It also covers you against property damage up to 3 million ringgit. So if you knock on someone else's car, or if you knock onto, let's say, like you destroyed somebody else's gate, okay, you are protected up to 3 million ringgit worth of damages. So, Saying, that answers your question first and foremost. Now, then, on top of third-party coverage, you have third-party fire and theft. So in such a policy, your car is insured against third-party liabilities. You are insured in the event that your car gets burnt to a crisp. You are insured in the event that your car gets stolen. Now, for accident damage, okay, to protect your own car against accident damage, you then need to go all the way to comprehensive insurance coverage. Comprehensive insurance coverage protects you against, it covers you against accident damage to your own vehicle. Now, insurance companies being insurance companies, there are always extra clauses and whatnot to watch out for. Now, there are 2 that I want to highlight in particular. First is excess. Some insurance policies have an excess clause. So let's say for example, if your policy has an excess clause of 500 ringgit, what this does is that, right, every time that you lodge a claim against the insurance company, let's say like the insurance company approves a claim of say 2,500 ringgit, the insurance company only covers you 500 ringgit of damages. The first 500 ringgit is on you. they only cover the whatever that is excess of that 500 ringgit. So if let's say like you are in an instance where your damages, let's say, add up to only about 400 ringgit, it is not worth it for you to claim, okay? Because your insurance company will not cover you in the first place. But once past that 500, it doesn't matter whether your damage is 3,000 or 5,000 or 10,000, provided it's within the insured value of your car. The insurance company will cover what is the extra on top of that first 500 ringgit. Okay, another clause that you need to take note of, this is for vehicles, for owners of older vehicles, is the betterment clause, right? The betterment clause, you see, now I talk about insurance, right? This chibai come and cut me. Okay, the betterment clause. Now the idea behind betterment, okay, is that let's say you're driving a 7-year-old car. Okay, you get involved in an accident, and after that, right, you get a new set of headlights, new front fender, new bonnet, and a number of other new spare parts. The insurance company reasons that, okay, because your 7-year-old car is now replaced with brand new parts, it is being restored to a condition that was better than what it was before the accident. Okay, so this is what the insurance company means by the betterment of your car, because it is now better than what it is before. So as a result, you have to pay for that betterment. So it starts at 15% for a 5-year-old car, and it gradually increases to up to 40%. So let's say, like, you know, right now you are driving a 9-year-old or 10-year-old car, like my Wajah, for example. Okay, insurance company values your damage at 5,000 ringgit. So what the insurance company, they will pay 60% of 5,000 ringgit. The remaining 40% is on you. Okay, so now we've come to third-party liability. Okay, for starters, third-party liability covers you against death or injury to a third party in the event of an accident to an unlimited amount. It also covers you up to 3 million ringgit worth of property damages. So let's say like you hit someone else's car or you damage someone else's house, you are insured up to 3 million ringgit worth of damages. What third party does not cover you against? First, your passengers. Okay, this is especially important for those of you who are using your cars for Uber or Grab. Take note of this. You are not covered against passenger liability. So if your passengers, okay, in an accident gets hurt, sues you, you're on your own. Secondly, you are also not covered against people working on your car. So let's say like your mechanic, okay, or somebody or the person working in a car wash, working on your car, somehow dies or gets injured, not covered by your policy. Lastly, you're also not covered against damage to your own property, or property belonging to your assigned driver or your family members. So let's say, for example, you get involved in an accident with your wife or your son. Too bad. You get involved, you knock down the gate of your own home. Too bad. You cannot say because your wife's car knocked your car, right, you want to claim your wife's insurance. Cannot. Insurance company does not allow that. Okay, so Sai, I hope this video answers your question satisfactorily. Do drop me a line in the comment section. We can further continue this conversation. Insurance is a very wide topic. There are plenty of terms and fine prints, okay, so which I cannot hope to cover in the scope of a 10-minute video. Nevertheless, I hope this video is sufficiently informative for most of you. Yeah, as I said to Sai, do drop me a line in the comment section. We can further discuss this topic. Okay, so that's it for me from me for now. Until the next video, bye.